Do you ever wonder why some car videos just seem to jump off the screen? You know what I'm talking about. Smooth, buttery shots, the crazy fast transitions, and color grades that make cars look otherworldly. Which is why in this video, I'm going to give you 5 tips for achieving the same results in DaVinci Resolve. So let's get to it. Tip number 1, sequence clips with matching motion for flow. First, let's focus on creating flow between your shots. While not a strict rule, sequencing clips with similar motion can make your edits feel more intuitive and professional. This continuity of movement guides the viewer's eyes smoothly. Now, this doesn't mean that every cut must be match on action, but when assembling a sequence, look for these opportunities. Tip number 2, get superior stabilization in Fusion. Let's discuss stabilizing your footage. While the edit page stabilization is useful for general fixes, for precise stabilization, I recommend using Fusion. Fusion's tracker and planar tracker offer way more control because you're not just clicking a button. You're actually defining what to track and how to apply the stabilization. For a car shot, you might want to use the standard tracker to lock on to a distinct point on the car, like a badge or a headlight. And this works really well for a lot of push and pull shots. For more complex movements, such as orbit shots, use the planar tracker. Instead of one point, the planar tracker analyzes an area, like the side of a wheel or front grille. You draw a shape around the area, it analyzes motion, perspective, and rotation, and you can use this data to stabilize your shot accurately. This keeps your car smooth even if the camera work wasn't perfect, giving it a more cinematic feel. Tip number 3, use speed ramping for dynamic action. Let's add some energy to your footage with speed ramping. This involves changing clip speed, slowing down for emphasis, or speeding up for action. DaVinci Resolve offers tools for this on the edit page and in Fusion. On the edit page, right-click on your clip, select Retime Controls, and a bar appears to add speed points. Click the drop-down to add where you want the speed changes. Drag segments between points to make them faster or slower. For smoother transitions, open the Keyframes window and select the Keyframe Curves option. This opens up a curve editor, allowing you to use Bezier handles to create smoother speed ramps. If you want more precise control, you can use the time stretcher in Fusion. What this does is it allows you to keyframe the source time parameter to map clip playback precisely. This is really useful for complex maneuvers or syncing speed changes to music or visuals. Whether using the edit page tools or Fusion options, speed ramping is key to making car sequences more engaging. Tip number 4, use motion blur for smoother transitions. Let's add a bit of energy to your transitions with motion blur. Instead of a simple cut, a motion blur transition can make the switch between clips feel a lot smoother, faster, and more dynamic. There are a few ways to do this in Resolve. One method is using an adjustment clip. Place it over the cut point on your edit page timeline. From the effects library, find directional blur and apply it. Set the blur angle to match the main motion in your clips. For example, horizontal blur for cars moving left to right. For more control and potentially more natural results, the Vector Motion Blur tool can create blur based on pixel movement between frames. This technique can be more demanding on your system, but it does offer a high-quality, natural-looking blur that enhances the transition speed. What I recommend doing is experiment with both and see which results you like best. Tip number 5, use masking for enhancements and transitions. Masks help guide the viewer's eyes and add impact. Let's talk about using them for enhancements on the color page. So one thing you can do is separate the car from the background and make it stand out more using a power window. Adjust it so that it covers the body of the car, refine its shape and softness, and then track this window to the car's movements using Resolve's tracker palette. Invert the mask and decrease the exposure. You'll notice that the background gets darker, but the car does not, making it pop a little bit more. You can also use masks for creative transitions. For example, a close-up of a wheel, an animated circular mask could expand, revealing the next clip from within the wheel. These techniques often involve rotoscoping with polygon masks and keyframing them. So it does require a little bit more patience, but the result is a transition that feels connected to your footage and looks way more professional. So remember, sequence your clips with matching motion for flow, get superior stabilization in the Fusion page, utilize speed ramping for dynamic action, use motion blur for effective transitions, and leverage versatile masking for enhancements and creative transitions. What's the first technique that you'll try? Or are there other effects or car editing techniques that you want to learn? Let me know in the comments. I read them all, and your ideas often inspire future videos. If you haven't already, hit subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss more tutorials on how to improve your car editing in DaVinci Resolve. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Andrew Cooper at andrewcoopervideo.com, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.